Good morning. It's Mandy.
Good morning. What up, double M's?
Muscle and Marriage. That's right. The Double M crew. Anyways, we wanted to talk to you guys about your family accepting your mate and why it's so important that you be accepted. It is important. You don't think it's important?
They better keep their mouth shut.
Whatever. He lying. He lying.
No, it's very much important because you, if anyone said they didn't, I would, they wouldn't care about what anyone thinks about their marriage. That'll be untrue, uh, especially when it comes to your family. And especially if the person is family oriented, because you want the other
The other family to
son,
accept you.
yeah,
Yeah,
to
because think
be
about when you go over
accepted.
and visit or you're going over for Thanksgiving dinner, the holidays, any holiday, or just a regular day, you're going to feel some type of way if the family don't like you because what ends up happening is people say, "Oh, I can accept whoever you love," but you know that when you get around those people, body language, lack of conversation, lack of acknowledgement of you, those kind of things are big indicators that they don't want to be in your company.
And it's especially when they have other friends over from the family, it's gonna be a awkwardness in the room. So
Absolutely.
you have other people that see you as a person that is of positivity and everything, and then all of a sudden these other sides of the family come over, and then they see another side of you, like, wow, they didn't know that you act that way. So you got to be careful with that. So you do, or you are concerned about what others think.
Yeah, because you want to be mindful of how they perceive you, and not only how they perceive you, but you want to be accepted. Like for instance, when I first met Keon's mother, I didn't know if she would like me. I didn't know if she would accept me. But right off the bat, she was very quiet like Keon, but very kind to me. I was accepted in her home. I didn't feel like I couldn't be there. She cooked us breakfast. It was delish. And And those are the things that I remember. And I'm like, wow, I feel like she didn't have to come out and say, oh, I like her. I could tell that she was accepting of me. His sisters, when I go over their house, they greet me, they hug me. I know it's all love and vice versa. When my mom has never liked anybody I've ever dated. Let's just put that out there. And nobody has ever been good enough for me. And she would either, fuss about it till they run off or till I cut them off. Either way it goes, somebody gonna have to go. And that's how my mother would always conduct herself with some of the guys I was dating. And rightfully so, because she didn't feel they were good enough and they really weren't. But with Keon, the moment she met Keon, she loved him. And that has never happened. That has never happened. So that's when I knew I had something special.
And the one that stood out the most was grandmama.
Oh, yeah.
All
Man, to stick by your man.
oh, he looks so good.
Yeah.
They let me know.
Absolutely.
Stop. She was trying to be a force to be reckoned with,
Whatever.
trying to steal her granddaughter man.
Whatever.
No
You try my
way.
granny. You try. Stay woke, please. Stay woke. You asleep. You sleeping right now. Stop.
He looks so good.
You know what? You cannot tell him he look good. You see what I'm saying? Feeling yourself. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down, Tito.
Ain't nobody tell her to slow down. Look at, she speeded up when she saw the boy.
Whatever. No, I didn't. You know. Anyways, back to what we really are talking about. It's just important that when you're family oriented, that your family accepts the person you love. And if they don't accept them, and you're close with your family, you are going to have some struggles there, because you're going to feel uncomfortable for your mate. you're just gonna feel for them because you know that the family is not don't like them. So, you have to sit down with your family and talk with them and let them know this is my decision. And if I'm making a bad decision, let me go through this. Because everybody has to learn.
And that's what the dating process is for, not when you're already married. So if you have some type of perception or some type of input that you want to put in about somebody's relationship, let that be done in the dating series of the
Yeah.
relationship, not when they already
Married.
married, because there's
Because honest to God, family opinions have no place in someone's marriage. Honest to God, they really don't. And we don't accept that in our marriage. And, to each his own. If you allow your family to talk about your spouse, here, you talking about my husband, you talking about me. You want to go to war with my husband, you want to go to war with me. And that's just how I go. I mean, so
yeah,
we
and
won.
don't think we're saying like, oh, you automatically gotta accept. We're not saying you have to be accepting of the person right away, but do be cordial and respectful to that person, and how that makes that person feel. Because nobody wants to be, kind of left out or
Exactly.
not feeling loved when they're around somebody else's family.
Like you're in the house and you're engaging with your family, but your mate or your spouse is sitting over there. Nobody's talking to them, nobody's engaging them in conversation. You could just sense that kind of disrespect right off the bat. So it's like, it's important that your family understands that this is your choice, that you love this person, and that the respect is always there, even if they don't like them.
Yeah, or even if the person is like an introvert, but you go over to the other person and you just try to strike up conversation into something they might like. You know what I'm saying? So they can feel like they are part of the family or part of the conversation as well. So they don't. It ain't a sense of awkwardness every time they come and visit, or every time they come in the room or anything
Everybody
like
gets
that.
quiet.
Yeah, because that's
That is
real
very, very
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Very
It's so
uncomfortable. Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
You know, you see it many, 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 many times. So it is important to be accepting to the family and to the friends, especially if you're gonna be around those friends that are close to your significant other, especially if they're couples. And that's another topic that we're gonna come into. Friends being married. Do you have the single friends, or do you have friends that are couples?
Yeah. Or do you have both?
Exactly.
So we just wanted to share our experience with our families and how our relationship came together with that and how we didn't have any issues there, which was a blessing. But I know some people do struggle with that. So we just wanted to talk about it this morning. We're not going to hold you guys up because we're actually headed on a road trip, which we'll be documenting as well.
Yeah, we headed out to ATL.
You guys have a blessed morning.